Welcome to Monday.
Mayhem! This is Monday Mayhem, folks.
Yeah.
Brandon's lighting the hook up right now.
It didn't go how I wanted it to go, but
You tried your best, though.
I didn't
could
know that I was supposed to do the...
Literally just told you
Monday.
before we
I can't do
record.
it anyway.
I love it.
Okay. I'm trying to decide, should I ask my question first or
Go for
should
it.
you tell your story first? Well, I really want Brandon's... Hurry up, Brandon.
No.
All right, here's the question. For $1, how many yards would you swim out in the ocean for? Like, each yard is $1. So if you go 100 yards the length of a football field, you get $100. How far would you go? And once you get 200 yards, it doubles to 2. And then once you get 300 yards, you get triples. And then 400 yards, quadruples.
What was the stipulation?
You just
Because
get, but you
I was
gotta
like, I'll just
swim.
walk.
No, in the water, like you gotta swim straight out into the ocean. And the thing is, like, you don't get paid any money to come back. You just gotta swim back and try to make it. So it's really how far can you go and swim back
I'll go up
for
to
the
my
money.
neck standing.
How far do you think that is?
I've done that before.
Probably like
Well,
six.
it really
I
depends
don't know.
because some beaches, like, the sand, like, bottoms out.
Yeah.
And it's, like, really deep, real close up. But then in other areas,
Dude,
it's
the
like
ocean's so scary.
2 feet.
You can go. How far would you
Far.
swim out?
I would go far, probably. Just because,
How far though?
well, when I lived in
like,
Florida,
100 yards is a football field. So how many?
I would say I've been about 150.
That's it.
Maybe 175. Well, because
See, well, that makes sense to me. But I was also thinking, like, I don't know, I'd probably go 600 yards. But you know how far
that's so far,
It's ridiculous.
dude. Because I would go out as far as I could until the lifeguards would blow the whistle at me to come back. And I can't really tell you how far out I was,
Yeah.
but like the lifeguards were like minuscule.
Yeah, that's
you know? And what
crazy,
I would do is when
actually.
I'd get out there, when he'd blow the whistle, I would take a real big breath and, dude, like, no fear, just fucking sink myself as far down as I can go to see how far from the bottom I was.
Oh yeah. Could
And
you
there's
touch
been,
the ball?
There's been plenty of times where,
And you're like,
no.
oh fuck, I
and
can't
dude,
push
I'm just looking at it in a bit because I open my eyes under the water
In the ocean?
Yeah, I do. And dude, I'm just looking at a fucking abyss, dude, and it's so scary.
Is it dark or you like
It's
see like?
It's like brownish green. But
How
you
far can you see in
I
front
would
of
say
you?
you could see.
like arm's length maybe.
No,
6
well,
feet?
it differs though because there's certain areas where you can and some where you can't. Like
God, dude.
on average, I would say probably like, I don't know, 15, 20
15
feet.
feet, just but it's super blurry and you don't know what's
Yeah,
out,
like
right
anything can
outside.
attack right from under me or whatever. But staring into the ocean under the water is both scary as hell but beautiful.
Well, sinking yourself in the ocean's pretty terrifying. I would never do that.
I don't
but
know why I did it.
I would
but-
do it in lakes sometimes, and I'm terrified of lakes now, dude. I just
Lakes are
open
pretty,
water
especially
has,
like Taylor's.
as I've gotten older, open water is just more terrifying.
Should be.
Everything's just getting scarier, actually.
The ocean is a scary fucking place. In fact, we know more about space than we do our own ocean. It's unreal.
There's where all the aliens are.
In
Yeah,
the ocean?
underwater. The megalodon's still out there.
Yes. Think about anything in the ocean. It's normalized to us, but if we just showed you the shit in the ocean one day randomly, you'd be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
it would be an alien.
But wouldn't that work the same with mammals and shit?
Ish. I mean, this is something Joe Rogan always said. I'm talking into this. This is something Joe Rogan always says. Octopus. Tell me that doesn't look like a fucking alien.
Yeah, that does look like an alien.
If you never saw it before, you'd be like, "It's a fucking alien."
Yeah, true.
Bro, come on now.
But I
Dude,
feel
they
like
got them deep sea cameras too. That's so awesome. There's like a YouTube channel where it shows it like 24/7 live.
oh really?
Yeah.
I usually watch the eagle, the 24/7 eagle cam.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
There's one. It's on the back of an eagle, and
Oh, for
sometimes the
real?
eagle will be flying. Sometimes it's just chilling in the nest. But there's also an eagle cam nest where the camera's on the nest, and it
I
just
know, it's just like
see.
what
I
kind of
did the
day?
NASA won for a while too. The International Space Station.
Yeah.
I need to. I want to watch that one though.
Yeah. Go watch those YouTube videos after this one.
Yeah, those are pretty solid.
Oh, dude. Tell us your story now.
I'm going
Or
home.
are you gonna tell us how far you would go out in the ocean?
Like I
Let's say
said, I
just
think
neck
y'all
high.
underestimate my insane fear of sharks, dude.
Yeah,
Like
he ain't going
I
out there.
I will go out to where I can stand. As soon as I
That's
feel
probably 20 yards.
to where I've done this before. Like I went out to where I could stand, and I don't even know how I did this, but I did it once before, so I could do at least that again. And we were jumping into the waves. And that was like one of the funnest times I ever had. There was like a couple chicks out there, so maybe that was motivation
Yeah.
too. Me and Remy was like, think we're gonna get some. Instead, we just got salty
Saltwater.
seawater dicks. And yeah, but I remember like the next day, not the next day, but the first day I got back, I was fucking sitting there. Actually, man, I guess I was just a pimp back then. I had a chick coming over, and I was just watching like random videos on YouTube, and the first thing that popped up was like, it wasn't videos, it was like old shit, because this was like back in 2011, so I guess they had video. They were showing clips, and I was just looking at still frame pictures like, oh shit.
Oh yeah.
And it showed like a shark on the other side of a wave, and I was like, that could have been me, just
Yeah.
fucking diving into the waves. I know we're just getting tackled. Like, God, my worst nightmare. And I was like,
Yeah.
never even doing that again. But for this, I would work it up to where I'm like, I've done that before. I was fine. But as soon as I can feel like I go to touch the ground, I kind of do that go under thing and I come back up. No, sir. Like the panic. Like, I mean, I would like just doing that in the ocean. I legitimately think that's how afraid I am of great white sharks specifically, because Jaws scarred me as a fucking kid, where I legitimately think I would be paralyzed in fear. Like, I'm like, I can't move, because not even like a second, like every half a second, I'd be like, a shark's about to scoop me up. Shark's about to scoop me up. Shark's about to scoop me up. That's how terrified I am of that.
Y'all
It's insane. It
Y'all
makes no
know-
sense how much I'm afraid of sharks.
y'all know Poopy's now from Jackass Forever.
Oh,
He
yeah.
got bit by a shark on Jackass Shark Week. First time anyone's ever been bitten
I
on
don't
Shark
see how
Week
they do all that.
in 30 years. He got bit on the hand. There's video of it on YouTube. And he said when the shark bit
Should've
his
punched him in
hand,
the
that
gills.
his fingers could feel the top of the shark's mouth on
The
the
roof?
inside. The roof of the shark's mouth. He said it just felt like a muscle. Like it was just all muscle. Just grabbing onto your arm with sharp teeth. I was like, dude, that's insane.
So what did it do to his hand?
It severed like 2 arteries. He had to get like flown into surgery and stuff.
Holy
like he
shit.
almost died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even if you ain't getting
Was this
eaten
recent?
alive, but damn.
Yeah, this was probably within the past 2 years, I think. Because that happened.
Oh, he wasn't a part of Jackass
It was-
then?
He was filming for Jackass. He was like kind of a part, kind of not. You know, it was before the movie.
Not
so
the
he was,
household
I'm sure he
name
was
he's
hanging
going to
out.
be now,
Right.
maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure he wasn't hanging out like with them like he is now. But yeah, he got bit by it. And it's on first time sharks ever bitten anyone. It's been caught on camera on Shark Week in 30 years. And
Of course.
it
It's
happened in Jackass. Yeah.
That's all it would take. Even if I wasn't that afraid of sharks,
Yeah.
as soon as I watch an episode of Shark Week and somebody gets bit on the hand and they get
No.
flown for like their arteries and shit, I'm like, no, that can happen.
Yeah.
They always look so safe on Shark Week. That's the thing is
Yeah,
like
they
people.
try to make you feel good about the sharks.
Yeah, people all the time are like, well, dude, there's some hardcore shark defenders.
I get it. They shouldn't be killing sharks or anything, but sharks are
No.
terrifying to
That's still.
us.
Everybody's like, well, they actually usually don't hurt you. Yeah, but guess what? They have fucked some people up.
But the one time they decide to hurt you,
And everybody's
you're
like,
dead.
yeah, that's not me. You know who was thinking that too? The person that got. They were thinking the same, like, no, it can't be me. That
So-
dude, I've heard so many fucking terrifying shark stories, dude. There was this one great white shark story that like haunted me to my fucking core, dude. The guy was just like this old like fisherman, kind of a country like voice. He's like, yeah, me and my buddy were out there. He was right there off the dock just swimming. I can't remember exactly how this went.
Where was this at? In the ocean?
I can't. Yeah.
Please be. Don't be like Taylorsville Lake or
No,
something.
no. I think it was like a great white dude. I
Oh,
can't
okay.
remember if he said. I think he said he died, but he was just like, I was just out there with my buddy, and I was looking off the dock or right there or something,
And he's like, as I was just watching him, I thought I saw something like in the water, like flash by real quick, and I kind of tripped out. And out of nowhere, I was kind of like, you know, I thought like I should have told him to get out of the water, but I was like, am I seeing things? And then out of nowhere, he just got pulled under. And then he came back up like a bobber, kind of. And the look in his eyes of just fear, like can't breathe. And he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I looked behind him, and the shark was coming back again for more. And all I could see was the fear in his eyes, and I couldn't do anything. And it grabbed him again and pulled him under again. I think he said he never saw him again or some shit. Like, can you, like, imagine seeing you, like, having fun with your buddy, and you're like, oh my God, and you're like, okay, he's okay, and like you see the fear in his eyes, and you can't do anything, you're helpless, and he's even more helpless, and you just see it coming back for more, and you're like, oh my God, bye-bye.
Yeah, I would be like more afraid, like, oh my God, great, now everyone's gonna think I killed my friend.
What about one of the best?
Like, they're not gonna believe a shark ate them.
I know y'all aren't necessarily like huge Jaws fans, but like one of the best speeches in any movie ever will chill you to your core is Quint talking about the USS Indianapolis, which is a true story.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
and
about.
he
now.
fucking sits there, and it is haunting. They're all laughing. They're like showing their scars and shit. And I know where he's just like, I can't do it justice. He's just like, you know, we all thought we were all right at first, you know. Some went in the water. Next thing, 2, 3, or 4. Next thing you know, we're all in the water. We thought we were fine. And then he's like, and then out of nowhere, big old shark come up, take you. And he's like, you know, and sometimes it kind of poke at your feet. Sometimes it didn't.
Fuck that.
Sometimes it would grab you. And he's like, I remember one of my buddies, and that's where he said the bobber thing. Like, I reached out to touch him, and it was just half his body, like, bobbing in the thing. And he's like, he said, like, whatever many, like, 300 people went into the water that day. Like, 80 came out. I was one of them, or some shit like that. And he's like, the rest were shark
Could you
food.
imagine?
Like,
that was a true story.
Dude, it is, though. And that
I don't think on that scale.
Dude, that is
Right.
like, I know, legitimately, I think it's just like the
Like
Titanic.
220
the sharks
people.
just ate everybody. They got more and more accustomed to him, and they're like, yeah, about to eat this motherfucker. Yeah, but
That's-
like, it's almost to the point I want to like pull it up after this video. It's like a 3-minute speech, just to like feel
well, I
it
want
out.
no. I believe the speech is real.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, just to haunt us for a second, because like you can't tell me it's
I
not
need to
like one of
rewatch
the
that. I've been
dopest
wanting to.
moments.
It's
Yeah.
not on your Voodoo. Get it on your Voodoo.
What, Jaws?
Yeah.
It isn't on there.
I
It's
have it
not.
on 4K.
I think it's because
Do you?
that's like a
Yeah.
movie that never
I'm
goes
gonna
on
get that
sale.
code.
I
Ronnie,
don't-
tell your story.
Do I have the code? Yeah. I had another shark story, but I can't remember what it was. So yeah, you can go ahead.
Ronnie, tell your work story.
All right, so it's just a little something that happened. Yeah, it's $15 on
Damn.
just a little something that happened at work. I
It's like how much it is for
was on the forklift, and I was taking the dumpster
For
out
sure.
for one of the guys on the lasers, and I brought the dumpster back, set it down, and got everything ready. I was about to back up, so I checked my mirrors, and then I looked behind me, real quick. Nobody was around, so I started backing up slow, and I was about to get to an aisleway. So, common sense, look
Slow
again
down.
before you get to an aisleway. So I stop, and I look, behind me in the mirrors and everything, and start backing up again. And I get to about the aisleway, and I look to my left, and here's
There's a
this
shark.
guy that I've never seen a day in my life at work. About from me to, about your left arm. Like that close to me I'm on the forklift, and he's walking that close.
What about now?
And so I hit the brakes real quick, and I'm kind of shocked because I
What
didn't
kind of
see
forklift
him.
is it? Is it sit
It's,
down or stand up?
Sit down.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Lucky.
And
Lazy motherfuckers that you're
So-
Just kidding.
so he walks up or whatever, and I stopped, and I have this shocked look in my face 'cause I didn't see him.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You need to watch where you're going whenever you back the forklift up."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, fuck you," and then backed up and parked the forklift, and let it be. Well, turns out this dude
Is your
It's
boss's
the
boss?
CEO.
is the new safety, the head of safety
Oh god.
up there,
yeah.
which he can have
That's why
me
you
fired like nothing. Oh, this dude right here is a.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Yeah.
What
He
did you hear
almost
me
hit
say? It's
Dude,
loud in the factory.
It's not even. He doesn't even have to tell him
Sir,
that. All
I
he has
said,
to say
I
is he's a
trust
safety
you,
hazard.
is what I said.
Yeah, I want him out of here. He's a liability.
So whenever I found out who he was, because after it
panicked.
happened, I was pissed. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, dude, that's not enough. Me saying "fuck you" wasn't enough.
I dare him to come back.
So
I want him
no,
to come
I
back.
went
over
looking
here.
for him
Oh,
because I
God,
wanted to call. I wanted to speak my mind about it because if I didn't, then it would just
Yeah,
build and
you just
build.
keep. I understand. Go.
So I go to find him and I can't find him. So I told my superintendent the story. I told him what happened, and
How did you tell him? Were you like, I was 20 feet away from him?
No, I
You
told
told
him
him
exactly
you
what
was
I
like
just told you is what I told him.
Oh, okay.
And he laughed, but he's like, you can't just say fuck you to whoever. I was
Why
like,
not?
dude, he just talked to me like I was stupid.
You can't.
I said, I've
just-
never seen him a day in my life. Of course I'm going to say fuck you. You're not going to just talk to me like that, dude.
Yeah.
So
So it sucks, dude.
so the superintendent, I was like, so look, here's what I need to happen. I said, I need you to find him
Suck
so
his
you and me and him can have a sit down and so I can, say what I need to say and then that be that. And he's like, all right. So I come back in or whatever and I'm, unloading the material that is on the belt. And I have my sleeves rolled up, but you're supposed to be wearing like actual
Yeah, I know
sleeves
what
and
you're
gloves and shit. And
It moved.
they show up without me seeing them. Both of them do. So this new safety guy now sees me
Without
unloading metal
the-
without my sleeves on. So the first thing my boss said, he's like, "Yeah, noticed your sleeves ain't on." I was like, "Yeah, I'll take that L." That's
Yeah,
fine."
you're like, dude, this
I was
thing
like
keeps
that-
getting worse
I was
and
like,
worse.
I literally told him, I was like, "Look, I'll take the L on that one." I said, "But we need to figure this out." And he was like, "Okay, the floor is yours." And so I told him, basically, I told him, I said, "Look, dude," I said, "I didn't like how you came at me back there." I was like, "I've never seen you before. You've never seen me before." I was like, and I did everything right. When it comes to
Yeah.
backing up the forklift, I looked in the mirrors. I looked
Also,
behind me.
the pedestrians are supposed to announce themselves.
yeah, you're
Well,
not
they
supposed
can,
to honk
not only
the
that, but you can hear
forklift,
that
right?
beeping from like a mile away.
Yeah.
On the forklift.
So,
Unless you got a
So-
headphone in.
Yeah. Well.
yeah,
Yeah.
I always.
But
Keep it under the beanie.
So I
Watch
told him,
this
I was
job.
like, look, I was
It's hot,
like,
too.
everything I did, I was within the right
Yeah.
standards of it. I was like, you were the one that was in the wrong.
Yeah.
I said, and you're the new safety guy. I said, that's not good. I was like, this, it can't be like this, dude. I was like, because I did everything right. And I mean, if you fire me for this, you fire me for it, but you were the one that was in the wrong. You should never have been, you had no business being that close to my forklift when I was backing up.
Yeah.
I was like, so I'm not going to take the fault for this. I said, now I brought my boss with here,
my
as a
lawyer
witness,
in.
so he can witness the situation, so that I can just get it squashed and done and over
Yeah.
with, and say my piece. And basically, he was just like, yeah, it takes more than you saying "fuck you" to me to hurt my feelings. And he was like, yada yada. I was like, okay.
You
Cool.
should have been like, you know what happened to the last safety guy here, right?
Oh my god.
Like you
Dude.
took him out for.
He quit. The last safety guy quit.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so that happened, and I was just
That
like,
happened
now,
today.
But no, this happened 2 days ago.
Oh,
But
okay.
the reason I bring it up is because the past 2 days, I've had people come up to me I've never seen before, saying, "So, you need to watch where you're going when you back up the forklift."
Oh, dude,
It's
that
already gotten around the whole
sucks.
warehouse. So my worry is it's going to get to the plant manager, and then I'm going to have to explain to him and possibly go off on him too, because
do
of
that.
a
You
rumor,
don't
or not a
wanna do
rumor,
that.
but because of shit being spread. Be like, no, dude, like.
Dude, that sucks. That's like the joke now, and everyone knows.
It's so
and
quick.
You don't
The
want
only
it
thing
to.
that
It's so
spreads more than coronavirus is my forklift driving around here.
But
Yeah,
they're all
that's
doing it
your
in like a joking manner. Like they're
I
not
know,
being like
but still, it
assholes. But
sucks, 'cause
yeah,
you're like,
it's-
dude,
the
shut
word
up.
spread like that. I was like, I kept it between us.
Spread.
Yeah.
Like
So I wonder who ratted you out. Did you tell other people
Well,
besides the millions watching on the
no.
podcast?
no, there's people all around when I'm dropping the dumpster off. I'm dropping it off in between two lasers. So
Okay.
there's a worker here and a worker here.
Okay.
So I mean, both of them saw the whole original thing. And then you got the people next to me on the punch on my laser.
We talk about forklifts a lot.
When you
on this
have
podcast.
when you have the
They're all around us.
two guys come talk to me. So
I got a funny story about machinery. When we left the movies today, I don't know if y'all saw this. I brought it up. There was a guy loading a chainsaw into a car.
Oh yeah.
It was so fucking weird. We were like joking around about seeing The Lost City. Check that out if you haven't seen our knee-jerk reaction for that. And as I was laughing, I turned around. There was literally like this Mexican guy. He was like, and he loaded the chainsaw on the car. I'm like, am I just supposed to be cool? Like they might have just pulled some Scarface shit and chopped somebody up. I thought that was funny.
Tony Montana.
The other shark thing that just popped into my head. I will say this. You can piss. No, there was something Bill Burr was talking about on his podcast, dude. Love Bill Burr.
Yeah.
But he said something, I can't remember where it was at, where it was located, but the way he broke it down, I was like, that's actually really fucking true. It was like in the, better be careful, the Caribbean or some shit. Yeah, the Caribbean. And he's just like, this person was telling me stats about going out in the ocean, and they're just like, man, there's only, what is it, like 24 shark attacks here, like a year or something.
That's a lot.
And they're just like it's 24 out of 365. It's not bad. He's just like, yeah, that's fucking 2 shark attacks a month. It's just like, what are we talking about? He's just like, that means like when you go out in the ocean, you're like, I could be one of the 2 people that gets my ass bit off.
14% chance.
Yeah, like I'm like, I don't like that shit.
Chance of
yeah,
getting attacked.
I don't know. That cracked me up. That's all I say.
Bill Burr's the greatest, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all want to wrap this. He's outside. I know we're pressing too, and I want to show y'all this 2-minute fucking speech.
Hey.
It takes 2 minutes. But yeah, guys, love you. Still do.